Hello and welcome back. It is the next morning, and I think I've got something that might work. It's not completely flat, which is good. It still needs a bit of work, but I am liking this idea of having this place kind of barred off in, for the most part. Maybe not the whole way, but definitely for a large part. Have this entire place kind of out of, or yeah, out of the reach of the majority of people. Yeah, and then basically have this place more blocked off. And what I'm planning on doing is having it go down. And whether or not it becomes some sort of underground walkway where I can have different things, or maybe a complete passage down to the bottom of the world, or just sea level, because we are at 110, so that's 61, which is sea level, I believe, or 63. Whoops. Yeah, it's at 63, which is sea level. Yeah, so we'll have some sort of passage or some sort of elevator that can, yeah, that the people use to lift up their stuff. And then it can just come out here. There could be bridges. I might make this pathway a lot wider then, because then it'd be more like a road. And they took their, carriages or wagons out this way, carts, whatever it is, just into the main city like this. And of course, I'll probably, just as much as I might make this section wide, I'll probably make the underside as well quite wide. Or we can even give it an entrance here. We can make this like a loading bay where citizens sent their farming goods out from this building and it came through here and they sent it down, and this can also be a place where they sent it through here into this underground market area. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is making more sense now, and I think I like that. I think we'll keep it, and as more details come in from the inside and up there, we can expand on what we have here. Alright, now for the inside, I'm gonna start digging, and maybe pull things over there as well. We'll see how things go. It might end up that this just closes up as part of the building, and then as I dig down there, I might also create an opening down here with a similar design but maybe bigger, just for the larger stuff. We'll see how it goes. I might actually just remove this section of the entrance. Who knows? Well, everything is subject to change. Oh, hello. That was very quick. Why did you change so quickly? None of these have changed. Is it because you're by yourself? Okay, it's by yourself. Okay. Yeah, copper changes when it's isolated a lot faster, which is a cool feature, I guess. Anyway, so what we'll probably do is we'll widen this section down here, just so that we can establish that it was more than just a walkway. It was also a section where a small caravan, wagons, and carts could just come by. Yeah, and let's get to all of it. All right, so what I've done is I've widened up this path here. Now it looks like, obviously, it looks a lot more feasible that a wagon could come down here. I probably have to smoothen this out, and of course the whole thing is going to be replaced with like black stone, cobble, and deep slate as well. But what I know I was supposed to, I did a dumb. I was supposed to empty out this hole here, but instead I did this. So I'm thinking I like the idea of having, because I gotta sleep first. So like I said before, I think I said this a while back, the whole idea is to have this civilization be ancient and somewhat ruined and in ruins, whether by the power of the crystal over there or just by their own hubris or whatever it is. And so naturally, I figured that not all of the buildings have remained intact completely. So I might even shave off a bit of this corner here. But it'll be a nice touch to have a bit of a gap, just like that, so you could see where it once was, but not have the whole thing in effect. And I think that works really well. Yeah, I really like this design, and I thought, yeah, if I'm gonna have buildings like this, I'm gonna have them a bit more ruined than they currently are. But obviously, ruined buildings still need to be buildings, so they still need to be intact some places. All right, what I've done here is I've actually completely opened up this section. So you can see now that I've got stuff here. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to place these down and these half slabs down, and I'm also gonna have to place slabs over here. So that we obviously don't break into whatever's happening in there. The two designs I'm looking at is having a stair, then a slab, or a shorter slope. I'm thinking that one, just because it allows a bit more space on this side, but also it's a very short and small area. I don't know, I'm not too fussed about how it looks in the end. And then the last thing I did, which is cool, is I pulled out the platform, and now we have a walkway. How it's gonna look as a building is gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna have to pull this bit out here. So if I don't have any stone, that's okay, I'll use that. So if I pull this out here, yeah, this will be where the building kind of has its border, and then obviously I'll have a thing. I have stairs that go up. Actually, I'm yet to decide on that, whether or not that'll look like that or not. I don't know. We'll decide in time, and then we keep going and doing what we do. And I pulled these back a bit before it was going all the way out. I realized I didn't have enough room to do that. Because the floor was too low here, I had to place stairs and then raise this up by one. I'm liking the warped stem, just everything about them a lot more than the acacia. So I'm probably gonna swap over, which is gonna be a tedious process, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, oh, I keep running out of food for some reason. It's like, I'm always hungry. Why am I always hungry? I don't know. Now something I need to do, I need to resurrect my bees somehow. And I need a new bee farm. Well, I didn't have one in the first place, but I realized how important getting wax was now. Because without the wax, I can't make candles, but also, how am I supposed to wax my copper? I just realized how silly I am for not having any wax at all. Now everything's just turning green, and I feel like Mojang has to fix this. The lightning rods don't change color, and so I'm having this weird, awkward transitional color in the normal copper blocks, but then the other ones, the regular ones, are just like, we're orange still, haha, and it's a bit of a, I don't like it. It's it's really gross. And yeah, fix your game, Mojang. Thanks. So I got to actually widen this room a bit. I've started to dig out a tunnel here for where I see the roof kind of going to. Interestingly, I think I built this one block too low. So I'm going to need to raise the roof by one. It shouldn't be a problem. It's just a bit more of a nuisance, considering that all my ventilation system stuff is currently in the roof. It's okay, I'll just move it up. No big deal, right? Also, I've noticed I keep running out of durability in my tools. I'm thinking I need to upgrade to netherite. And I also died, so I lost all my levels. But this current, my one and only netherite pick, the way I've been returning its durability is with these guys. Oh, speaking of which, I can show you exactly what I mean. So it's just trading, easy, simple trading. And I go around, I do my rounds. And you'll see that I've already begun to restore a lot of my pickaxe's durability there. But once I refresh and exhaust all their trades, something cool that I noticed was if I turn on the bounding boxes, you see all these lines. And that clearly means that there's experience just hiding behind this composter. So what I did was, when I flew in, there's so much experience that just gets lost behind these. And just like that, I'm restoring so much more of my pickaxe. In fact, I might just switch to my shovel. And like that, I've restored most of my equipment straight up. How easy was that? That's a quick tip for everyone who doesn't know how villagers work, which should be no one in this day and age. If you don't know, then, well, you're either new to this or I taught you something cool. Hey, look at that. That's nice. Make sure you thank me. And so I am gonna start digging out this hole, which is gonna be a pain. I'm honestly thinking of taking it all the way down to bedrock. I almost have a full chunk in here. I actually pretty much do have a full chunk, I think. No, I don't. I got more than a chunk. Shame. It would have been nice if I could have dug a full chunk out. The building is almost completely within this chunk, which is interesting. Oh well. So let's get to digging this out. Okay, we are at the bottom of a hole. Well, not a very big one, but that's okay. I figured that getting all the way down to bedrock would mean going down 86 more levels on the Y, because I'm already up so high, and I really don't want to do that right now, nor do I have the time. But what we do have is a solid ground level that's just come out of this, a ground floor that is. And so what we're gonna do is open up this hole a bit more, maybe introduce some sort of I've already gone through this. We're gonna open up the ground a bit more. I've also got the open ground floor area sorted out. Just need to maybe, I'm not too sure if I want to clean this up or if I want to leave it like this. I kind of dig it. I'm not too sure. But this is what it looks like from up here. It looks pretty sweet, actually. I kind of dig it. And what I found was there is actually an exit over here. What this means right now is that I can have an entire floor that just goes across the side of this mountain area. There could be extra buildings here. This is actually really nice for the development of the location. It's just going to be pretty. And there could be the entrance to this section from here. So what we'll probably do is have a platform that sticks out as it sticks out, it would be perfect to just have something that goes all the way down from here. With the way it connects also. Yeah, that's really good. And what it could be is that this thing is an elevator and then it just lands up here. Not too sure if I'm going to be able to make it functional, but design-wise, it's going to be pretty. Yay! So now I'm thinking, let's just get this top floor sorted out. I would like to see at least this top floor in this area. I think I make it stick out a bit. Basically, I'm gonna fill the whole thing in with black stone and see where we go from there. Maybe the bit of the outside and this top floor. Who knows? I might shave a bit off here. Make it so that this entire section and over here gets somewhat completed, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, we have now cleaned up a lot of this place. I've added a lot more blackstone. I'm not too sure if I want to keep it just like all blackstone. I have added a bit of deep slate tiles because I think they look really nice in this area. But as you can see, I've got this rudimentary bridge. Probably will add a hole or two in there just to demonstrate that it's falling apart. I need to add some structural blocks to keep it up. And as you can see, I've added all the deep slate throughout. I also worked on the top layer of this loading bay, and it looks quite good. I still have this random copper tube just going through the middle. I'm thinking we might have it do something or lead to something much larger in the lower levels. Hello. And there's evidence to think that this was maybe a larger platform, and it had a much more structurally sound area on the side. I do like that it's gonna be ruined. Oh dear, I'm not gonna be used to that. I'm not used to those holes. So it's gonna be like this. I am probably going to change the elevation of this area a lot more than it has been, just because I do want it to give off that ruined, there's holes in the terrain kind of vibe. And so even if I pulled that down like this, and just had like little holes, I do like this. Now in here, I wanted to add a bit more color variation, just like the deep slate, but I found there was really only one block that complemented the blackstone well enough that I liked. The problem with that one block is that it's a really expensive block, and it's going to take a long time to get. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 places that I've marked out so far, and I'll show you guys next time. But yeah, it's gonna be expensive and really hard to get, so we'll tackle that when it comes. I might just do this, give it a bit of an uneven feel. Yeah, I like that. Now I'm probably going to widen this, just because right now it's not quite fitting the way I want it to, but I'll get to that when it comes. But yeah, I think it's time for a change of pace. It's time to resurrect our bees. I thought it's about time we get our honey and our honeycomb beeswax back in order. These are 4 new bee nests that I worked hard to get, and I got them from just down here. That's a disgusting mess of stuff. Just by planting and regrowing a lot of birch, we have gotten 4 bees nests, which is pretty good. And I think that's where we need to start, because all I need now is just a couple flowers and we can just regrow. You remember when I said, oh, we're gonna check on this farm in just a couple hours? Well, it's been a little bit more than a couple hours, and yeah, we have a full double chest full. One completely empty, so, you know, lots more time, but I am proud to say that it's working! Woo! We got a useful farm. Yeah! Okay, so what are we gonna do? I think I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna use glass. I'm not really trying to make an efficient farm, just something to keep my bees inside. Because this is gonna be a temporary farm, what it's gonna look like is, I think we're just gonna use birch to create an enclosure, and keep it nice and simple. So a nice birch door at the front, and glass to make sure I know that all the bees are in there and safe. Hello, pig. You don't belong there. And then just close it in. Hello? I'll probably make it quite high, just so that the bees can actually go some to places. Alright, so we have a nice little room. I gotta put a roof on, which I'm going to do right now. Alright, roof is now in place, and what we have is a nice looking greenhouse. It's not gonna fit with the aesthetic, or maybe it will, I don't know, I haven't decided, maybe it will. What we need to do now is basically make this a nice place for the bees. I wanted to make it big enough so that they don't randomly die, suffocate in things, and just have a bad time like last time. Nope, none of that. We're not gonna have it anymore. We're gonna make this place nice and livable for bees. Bee friendly. And so we're gonna make some flower boxes. I think that's nice. I think that's also nice. We're gonna put one up here. And I'm thinking maybe even having some dangle from the roof. I think that's a wonderful idea. Except I don't think yeah, I did that wrongly. I'll be back. I gotta fix the roof. Alright, roof is now in place properly this time. Now, the only thing that we need to do, that I really kind of want to do, is create some sort of hanging planters. And for that I have chains. So what I'm thinking is having one that's about this height, like that, and then another that's, this one will go a lot lower. I'm gonna make you accessible from the lower floor. So we'll have it maybe about there. Or maybe even here. Ah, this is perfect. Something like the dirt here. We grab trapdoors. Yep, that's perfect. One there, and then another one. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem, eh? Well, let me think of a solution, and I'll get back to you. Alright. Now, I think I got it. I'm gonna have one that's up here and one that's down there. And I think that's gonna be quite nice. The next thing to do, actually, rather, is to put the flowers in. And lucky for me, I've got a bunch of orange tulips and blue orchid. Also, there's a zombie outside. I can place a couple rose bushes inside, and also maybe a couple of lilacs. Yeah, so let's place the blue orchids up here. We're gonna place these guys down here. They're nice. The bluette can go here. Aha! Cornflower. There's a bunch in the plains. This'll do. That's a bee. And cornflowers have been placed. Now, the last thing we need to do is insert our bee nests. One here, one here, one here, and one here. Now, if there's any problems with our bee nests, I'll be very sad. Luckily, I should have enough flowers just littered around. And I'm gonna breed a bunch of my bees. And I'm gonna make sure that I have plenty of bees to spare. Ooh, you guys can't get out. I'm not letting you out. I heard there are more. Yes! That's a lot of bees. That's nice. Ooh. Is there more? They're dancing. Hello, dancing bees. It's so cute. Mama bee and baby bee. Or is it daddy bee? Who knows? I'm a bit mesmerized. Maybe I should let them go. Ooh, you got love hearts. Well, if another one comes out, then we can start breeding. Oh, here. Yes, more breeding. Alright, I'm gonna keep breeding until I have a bunch. Aha, I did forget something. Here we go. Ooh, that's a lot of bees. Who wants to be bred? I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow. Well, it looks like I've got a bit too many bees. Luckily, I think I still have that bee nest from before. Actually, I should have two. Yep. And take you down. Whoops. And I should also have another bee nest inside. Not inside the sheep, but inside this this here. No, not this one. What? Where is it? Man, I'm losing stuff left, right, and center. Hello, bees. How peculiar. Maybe I put it somewhere and I just can't remember. Obviously. Maybe I put it somewhere. Here it is. Okay, now that we have two extra bee nests, we can place them here and here. Yeah. But this should be plenty. I just gave a flower to a random bee and we can't even use it. Sad. My friends, I believe this is the start of a long-lasting friendship with these bees. Alrighty. So I've made a little bit more progress on the outside area. I've built some stairs that lead all the way up. And I've also created a little, maybe more of a balcony up here. And I think it looks a lot better now. And we also now have a nice set of rails. I'm gonna leave this smashed, but I'm thinking it's looking quite samey all the way through. Even though there's, texture with the different blocks, I'm probably gonna add more deep slate. Just because I find that deep slate really is the only block that holds a candle to the dark palette of the blackstone. So if there's going to be any block that complements well with the blackstone, it's got to be deep slate. So if you remember our map, I'm thinking we're probably going to make different regions. Ooh, I kind of want to update this and see what it looks like. But I won't, not with this one. I think we'll keep this as a separate thing and leave it as just a marker of where we were, and I'll start updating everything and maybe add a map room where I just continually update things. But what I'm thinking is that we can start making regional sections of this area. So right now we're in a very deep slate blackstone dark, just a dark palette area. And what I'm thinking is that we can change it so it can look like different sorts of steampunk variants. Down here we can have a bit more of a grungier, darker version of the steampunk variety. Yeah, that might work really well. And over there, I'm thinking, if any of you have ever played Bioshock Infinite, we can have a more Columbia-esque setting over there, where it's a bit more happy. Who knows? Who knows what it will be? But I'm thinking, yeah, different regions mean different block palettes, because I don't think I would want to work with this dark palette the whole time. I think what will happen is we'll transition from, let's say, deep slate to different stone variants. So at some point we might even have stone bricks. We'll have a lighter gray palette at some point, which I think would be nice as well. Yeah, so I'm thinking of having some sort of wooden structure over here to just shelter the area, like a canopy. And I'm gonna have to justify it by saying, oh, the crystal's magic has preserved the wood longer than it should be preserved, just so that no one gets angry about me using wood that hasn't been rotten. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna go for different styles of steampunk. Regardless, I just want it to look good. I just want it to look good and to have fun with it. That's really what I'm here for. No other reason. But I think that's all we have time for today. We turned a lot of the outside into blackstone, and we did the same for the inside. And then we dug down a big, well, the beginnings of a deep hole. And also got that bee enclosure worked out. I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun ride. And so I'll see you guys next time. This is Flamehead out of here. Haha. Actually, does it work the other way around? Can I? This is Torchhead out. Alright, I'm sorry. This is Tatenong out. Oh, and also before I forget, I did widen this bridge. So now it's aligned with this stairway. Okay, for real now. Bye.